Well, it's based on several things. Tradition. I mean, everybody in the Middle East veiled. Also, everybody in Europe veiled. I mean, all women and men covered their head till not that long ago. And in the Middle East, you veil also because it's extremely hot and the sun is, blasting down on your head. And so it's, on the one hand, it's tradition, it's culture. You see pictures of, have you ever seen pictures of the Virgin Mary without a veil? People veiled wherever they were, in Egypt or in Israel or in Iraq or Saudi Arabia, they would veil. But on the other hand, nowadays, the big battle is about the interpretation of the Quran, because, and there are a lot of feminist writers who address this issue. Because women say, a lot of feminist Muslim women say, it should be our choice. Should we veil or not? We should not be forced to veil if we don't want to. Also, it doesn't count when you are forced to. Then it doesn't really count. It's not really an act of worship. If you veil, veil because you want to, because you feel that your holy book wants you to veil. And so it is really, and that's why I brought this book. This is by someone called Asma Barlas, and it's called Believing Women in Islam. That book became very popular among Muslim feminists, and because she goes through the Quran and says, a lot of things are matters of interpretation. And for example, in Quran 33, chapter 33, verse 59, it talks about the prophet who is told that he should tell his wives and daughters to put something, cast a jilbab or a veil over their body so that people wouldn't see them. And then, there are verses that address modesty, that you should lower your gaze, men too, by the way, and that you should guard your modesty. But the interesting thing is, it's women who are addressed and it's men who are addressed. And it is also, apart from guarding your modesty, is, guarding your shame, covering your shame. But it never says you should put on a veil, or you should put on a burqa, or you should cover your eyes. It doesn't exactly say how you should cover your shame, or, maintain your modesty. And that is the big debate. That is a huge debate. Many of my Muslim women friends, they wear the veil. They want to wear the veil. Some of them didn't wear the veil for 30 years and then decided, now I'm going to wear the veil because I want this as an act of worship. Also, as a sign, I'm a Muslim and I stand for this, And many don't wear the veil, or only wear the veil when they go to the mosque. To an official meeting, like if you will wear a hat to church or something. So there's many discussions about the holy text. And some groups, and we have the same type of groups in Christianity, in Judaism, some groups try to convey this idea there's only one interpretation, one explanation. No, there isn't. There are many possible interpretations and explanations of holy books. And many Muslims believe that God guides them through the centuries to find the right interpretation for their day and age. And the same you find in Christianity. And I think that is one of the big battles. But in the end, it comes down to, how do you want to express the fact that you are a devout believer? That's what it's all about. And how do you want to please God? If you feel God is pleased, if you don't wear a veil, you don't wear it. If you feel you should wear it to please God, you wear it. It is a matter of belief. And it's between you and God in many ways.